Gotcha. So I had to cut the stream very short about an hour ago. Where is it? Where is X? What the fuck? And I would like to point out that Clown World is not all fun and games. Sometimes Clown World is where you have to tell your wife to stop putting items that are poison in your mouth, to hold them for a second while your hands are full. So we had a little call on the poison control line, and everything's fine. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. What if the metaphor was deadly chemicals? No. Are deadly chemicals a metaphor for deadly chemicals? Yes? Okay. Did you notice just 2 small sections of the Fallout playthrough got muted? Pretty good for blasting the radio. Aha! You would think so. Except, actually, that second Fallout playthrough had dozens of parts where the radio got muted. So don't worry. That second VOD that Twitch refused to even publish is not free from the muting shenanigans. However, I can tell you that hold on. That the first and second things on YouTube are in fact also partially blocked entirely. Let's check out the copyright on this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 instances of songs detected. So that means that Paige's YouTube uploads of Paige's New Vegas playthrough are blocked in the following countries: Russia, and that's it. So it's fine. If you're a Russian national, sorry. But also Russia doesn't even make up 0.1% of our audience. So hey. All right, let's thank some people and finally get to playing Metaphor. I'd like to thank Sneakiest Taco, who kicked in a sub. Just hit creds on Metaphor today so I can safely watch the streams. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the story. Well, you can always safely watch the streams. That's why I have the date in the title. All right? Come on. Kai9 kicked in $5. Thanks, Kai. Been playing a fuck ton of Metaphor. I'm going to turn this fan on. That's a nice real in-game. That's a real nice in-game economy Would be a shame if somebody was a little over leveled, pumping luck and using the merchant lineage to stack paper for half an hour in any dungeon. It would be. It would be a shame. Legma Lominsa kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Hey, Pat, I'm all the way up to OG RE4 at my Resident Evil marathon. And god damn it, is Resident Evil 0 just fucking miserable. I think it's at worse than CVX. At least CVX, you can laugh at the voice acting and the turbo knife. Resident Evil 0 has nothing. At the very least, it made me appreciate 4 more. Resident Evil 0 is very bad. The double character situation and no item boxes means that inventory management, which is an enormous part of Resident Evil games, goes from interesting to actively miserable literally every single part of the entire game. It's something that you know they didn't play test, because people would have been like, "Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is awful. Holy shit." Genuinely incredible how bad it is. And then, like, your characters split up mandatorily a couple times. And 90% of the enemies are, what if this animal was big? And it's just terrible. Like incredibly awful. Like, it's really weird putting that up against the Resident Evil remake, which is this remake of the first game that popularized the genre, is the ultimate pinnacle of its genre and will always be the pinnacle. Like, there is no better classic survival horror fixed camera game than Resident Evil Remake. No, there won't be. Unbelievable. And then here comes RE0. It's like the same thing, except way worse in every way. Does remake invalidate one? Absolutely not. Like, if you want to play a game, yeah, it does. Absolutely. But if, like, from a historical perspective, RE1 is fascinating. RE1 is, like, super fascinating on a bunch of different levels, one of which, some of the ugliest wallpaper ever put into a video game. Like, crazy how bad the wallpaper in that house is. Just bananas. Kai9 kicked in $5. Thanks, Kai. I really like how it feels they knew people would end up grinding a shit ton of cash. So they put a really powerful but expensive sword and armor in the first town so you could just money your way to a strong early game advantage. You think that's crazy? What about invincibility noodles or whatever the fuck it's called? Just auto kill anything on the field for 30 seconds. Hey, you need to level your bitches up? Find somewhere high level, put that shit on, and just run through a fucking zone and kill people as hard as you can. I have a feeling that when I get to near the end of the game, that there is going to be a very extreme slant of like, hey dude, it's time to break it. It's time to break it. Like, I feel like that's gonna like just settle in and it's going to be very clear. Oh, I don't think grinding's weird. Playing New Game Plus on hard, painfully easy with your archetypes maxed out. Well, yeah. If you want to play a difficulty that'll actually challenge you on New Game Plus, you have to go for Regicide. You know. Fishmonger kicked in sub. Thanks, Fishmonger. This is the first Persona game to properly grab me. Legit think it's because it's not in school. I don't feel there's been a wasted day. Also, Lewis is cool as hell. He sure is. Kai9 kicked in at $5. Thanks, Kai. Also, hell yeah, 3D characters on 2D backgrounds. It's funny because you actually mentioned that more devs should do this. And honestly, it's refreshing to see that seeing the meta gang superimposed on a gorgeous JRPG is genuinely evocative. Sorry, gorgeous JPEG. Yeah, I totally agree. Fixed camera angles fucking rule. I like fixed camera angles. I think they're great. Replete J kicked in a sub to say Metaphor. It's good. Beat it last night and it's been a blast throughout. Nice. Blue Wizard kicked in $20. Thanks, Blue Wizard. 2 questions. 1, if I watch the anime Overlord, doesn't Mage look exactly like Ainz? He does. I haven't watched Overlord, but I know who you're talking about. 2, why is the endgame for the team such a bad idea? What? The prince has been asleep for 10 years. He's a 10-year-old when he wakes. Oh, because he's the genuine heir. And by all accounts, a good guy. That's it. The cast would rather have a benevolent 10-year-old, like mental 10-year-old rule the kingdom than literally any of the candidates you run into. Valderic kicked in us up. 62 months. Woo. Got gifted Metaphor today and already grinding like a man. This game really supports that. This game really, it both really supports grinding and it then also does what it can to slow you down if you're getting too big for your britches. Right? Like, you're always going to get something of value, but it does try and like just push you down a little bit. Be like, hey. You know what I'm saying? And if you did spend that time grinding, it will then later not waste your time with like fighting enemies that aren't a threat. I have a significant belief that I bet you grinding over here in the tower versus just fighting everything normal ends up with like a very similar experience gain. That's what I think. Kai9 kicked in $5. Thank you. Genius said something similar, but Metaphor really does feel like the only one of the recent JRPGs to hit the awe factor of Xenoblade and Dragon Quest XI. And the modest budget being allocated so intelligently feels like the common denominator here. Yeah, I would agree. Faye Blackwell says, I think it's kind of funny because nobody really thinks about the protagonist being king, even though by all rights they're superior candidate. Like, by all means, rescue the prince and stop Lewis, but nobody ever stops to think, wait, I think I'm spreading a good message. Yeah, so there's a really, like, dire subtext to Will running for office, and that is the acknowledgement that even if he became the number one most popular candidate, the remainder of the population would not allow an Elder king, period. Like because of his race and the insane endemic racism, the legitimate possibility that you could be a front runner is discounted out of hand. Big Coffee says the singular thing I hate about Metaphor so far is that every single candidate, except for Forden and Lewis, are absolute fucking moronic lunatics. Big Coffee, I have to ask, have you opened a newspaper even once in your life? Retro Cop kicked in a sub. Thanks, Retro Cop. With how ridiculously open and flexible the Archetype system is, do you think they're going to have to revamp the Persona system in future games? They've essentially given everyone in your party the Fool Arcana. I think Archetypes are way more exciting than Persona. And I think that leveling your archetypes and having a very in-depth skill inheritance mechanic is way more exciting than Fusion. Way more exciting. And part of that is because it can apply to the whole party equally. Hey, Nanospace 1540 kicked in a sub to say, yeah, it's time to metaphor all over the place. Yeah. Cool Dude subbed. Dude, I'm happy to hear you're trying out D&D for real. I've been playing for 13 years, and I think you could have a lot of fun with builds and talking your way through the weirdest shit a PC gets into. So I was talking about this right before I had to go because Paige ate a big bucket of poison. I'm like freezing up with anxiety over D&D. I'm becoming highly anxious. And Usagi, hey, listen. Don't be anxious is a really good piece of advice. Thank you. Thank you. Spider-Man says 40-year-old man terrified of playing make-believe. That's not what's happening at all. And to be blunt and possibly a bit vulnerable, my worry is similar to many situations that I'm not particularly comfortable with, is that if I do not do a good job navigating the social situation or the implied social contracts, that I will salt the earth and destroy any possible positive association with me in that group. So I'm well aware that in the long distant past, I tanked a D&D game, and it made everyone very bitter towards me. And it's why I've never played D&D with my friends, even though they've asked me a ton of times, because I don't want to fuck up their game so bad that they are sick of me. And so with Paige's D&D group, a group of people who I don't know, that is significantly lessened. But yeah, my friends are my friends that I play 14 with, they've been playing a campaign for 3 years. And the idea that even though they invited me at the beginning of that campaign, even if I wanted to, I'd only be able to jump in on a new one. And the last thing I want to do is cause annoyance or resentment with the group of friends that I play FF14 with. Because with FF14, I don't have to think creatively. I do my Dark Knight rotation, and I don't stand in the fire. The Printy Dude kicked in $5. Thanks, Printy Dude. I can't believe that Monster Hunter Wilds demo is going to sell the PS5 Pro better than Sony's actual marketing. Then again, I guess it's free marketing for them. So good job, Sony. I'm super interested in seeing how Wilds runs on a PC. I hope it's not that bad. Yeah, so the other thing that I'm concerned over, because everyone's saying for D&D do a session 0 where your concerns can be alleviated, is that I'm concerned that my particular tastes are just not going to match the other people at the table. So, like I want to do a dungeon fucking crawl. I want to fucking go grid by grid and get a bunch of fucking loot and fight a lich, right? But like the vast majority of people are more role playing types. Like Paige is more like that, for example. So I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it. It's like I am not motivated by intrinsic rewards. Hey, Pat, Gene Park, friend of the show, says, hey, Pat, I also told Wooly about how I beat Radon before several nerfs. That's because you're a professional. But yeah, no, my main thing is like I am not motivated by intrinsic rewards. I don't care for the friends I made along the way. I want a fucking stick that has a larger number on it than the stick I have, and I want it to drop off a corpse that I hit with the first stick. Like the group I'm joining does milestone XP instead of numerical XP, which is good because if we did numerical XP, you're damn sure I would be tracking that shit. I'd be tracking that shit. So there's something really fascinating about milestone XP versus numerical XP, because so if anybody doesn't know, numerical XP or standard XP is just every enemy you fight has an XP amount, and then you tally it up, and then you get a level when it hits the next threshold. And milestone XP is, hey, you guys did a really big cool thing, and we hit the end of the session. Here's your level. And there's like major advantages and different and downsides to both. Milestone XP is really simple. The DM just tells you when you level up. This means though that at the end of every single session, someone's going to say, so did we level up? But did we level up though? And then players can get really, really frustrated because it means that the DM isn't letting you level up. Right? Whereas in a numerical XP system, like what your encounter would determine whether or not you leveled up. However, this can lead to arguing over how much XP every single fucking interaction is worth. Uh, numerical XP also incentivizes that you murder people. Oh, hold on. That you murder everyone in the town when they're about to move to another area. Yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2 does that also. But yeah, no, like I'm familiar with like the primary, like, because I've never done a proper campaign with a lot of people before. And I'm not super good at faking that I'm not totally mentally checked out. Cause I can actually say that I would find it wildly disrespectful if we were playing D&D and in an interaction I look over and see like, right? Right, that would probably be pretty rude. So I don't want to be this instead. I'll have to think about. Kate Calrain kicked in a sub, says 43 months. Woot woot. Thank you. I appreciate it. AJ Cherenkov kicked in a sub. High empathy, but Grail, how can you appeal to the median voter of Ukraine without the racism? I think that if Will Metaphor came out and said, hey, everybody, I think we should have a new society with equality and fairness under the law for everyone, except for Perippus. Fuck those dog-eared losers. He would win. Like, he would win in a fucking landslide. For real. John at Dawn sub. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Oh, NB Usagi says, I think better advice would just be honest and voice your feelings so your DM knows how to handle you. Oh my God. Hold on. I think better advice would be just to be honest and voice your feelings that your DM knows how to handle you. A game is a complex machine that is equal parts the work of the DM and the players. As long as you are upfront and give them the tools to make the game enjoyable, I'm sure you'll have a fine time. Once you're comfy, lose it in yourself and just vibe. I want to hit the fairy with my sword. That's my number one worry is that I'm like, I would like to roll to hit the fairy with my sword, and I look around at like 7 people just go, That don't be intentionally annoying. See, that's the funny thing, Regals, is like, that's not me being intentionally annoying. That is like what I actually want to do to the Fae in every circumstance. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I hate the Fae. I hate the Fae so much. Out of every single like D&D and D&D adjacent enemy force, the Fae are my most hated. If I ran a ranger, I would have fucking favored enemy Fae. Oh, hate them. I hate them. Hate them. Oh. Blue Gem Knight kicked in a sub. Thank you. Just add my voice to the choir. Getting through the home stretch of metaphor right now. It's an absolute banger. Also, don't let Gallica hear you talk about hitting the fairy. Ah, it's different. Hey, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go piss, and then we'll start metaphor. All right? See you in just a second.
Let's go.
Yellow. This is the wrong thing. I put the wrong thing on it. There we go, motherfuckers. Let's metaphor to the polls. Oh, it's the most cringe thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. Oh, America. I love you guys so much. Oh, I love you guys. What was what? Oh. Let's meta forget we heard that. That's great. That's good stuff. Oh. All right. How's that for volume, everybody? Oh, well, that didn't help. Not when I click on out like that. That's too much. Hold on. How's that? All right, so where'd we leave off? 8:12. Tomorrow's the soiree with Lewis. And we're gonna suck his... we're gonna get that formula. Now, what we can do is we can hang out with Alonzo and get Scion's Merit, which is not super exciting. Or we can do a fancy little ranked league and get Bronze 1. For Bronze 1, we would get Fortune's Grasp, a gauntlet that will get me more experience. I think I'm going to get motherfucking Fortune's... Always prioritize bonds? I don't know. Fortune's Grasp seems pretty fucking good, man. I don't know. I think I could use that. You have to run around the Coliseum alone and fight with only the power of the weapon you're holding. Your opponent will be a mob of Ganglefos and Serpetius. Okie dokie.
Gonna be tough.
Sounds like you won't be able to rely on your Archetype. You have to avoid their attacks and pick them off. Oh, we're doing a fucking Dark Souls. We're doing a motherfucking Dark Souls. Holy shit. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna wipe these guys in single strikes.
Come on.
Our challenger Grail's ready to risk it all. Let's make for the one for the ages. Always make the correct decision in spite of and/or agreement of chat. Hey, listen, I'm a genius.
Right there. Time for some close combat. Charging in. There they are.
Impressive. You're trading
Right there.
Wait, I got a fucking level off that? Are you for real? Wow. I'm the best. Brilliant. Absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. Audience loved every moment. This is the perfect stream to have in the background while you do endgame grinding. Wish I could... I was about to say something real cringe. You ready for it? I wish I could grind in D&D. You've risen through the ranks. You're Bronze 1. Here's the special reward. More fighting ahead of you, but here's a reward for now. Ooh. That's pretty good. Audience is really riled up. Did a great job fighting with all those eyes on you. I got through that rank shit. It was so cool.
All right.
Fight another day.
Challenge is open anytime. You're always welcome here. Wait, well, how come I didn't get the goddamn item? Do I have to get to Silver 3?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, I gotta get the next one? Darn.
At last.
All right. Everyone at the soiree will be held tonight at the feast hall Lewis staying at. Let's go over our roles.
Got it?
First, we all greet Lewis together. Let him know we showed up. Except Gallica, she stays hidden, so he only sees one person go missing. Once we're clear, the captain and Gallica slip out with all speed and go to the gauntlet runner. Heisme, Hulkenberg, and I'll keep tabs on Lewis by whatever time we can. Understood. One objective. Take the curse formula from the Skyrunner.
All right.
All hangs upon this mission. His Highness and the Prince, the very kingdom itself are at stake. You know I'm acting like I'm calling the shots here, but honestly, you're the one we're depending on. Once you're in, if you run into any guards, it'll be on you to take them out quick. Can't have them raising the
Things
alarm.
will be fine.
So you're really the only one who has a chance alone against Lewis's best. Sorry to put this all on your shoulders, but we believe in you. I'll do it.
Yep.
I'll do my best. Let's watch ourselves out there. And we move at nightfall. Moving at nightfall. Look at this soiree. Everyone here is bawling.
Sharp soldiers all. They carry themselves with more poise than Martyrus guards.
They comprised the most elite unit of the military until Luis's secession. Now they are his private guard.
I don't see Luis. Those brothers, all that songstress. But this many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Shh, they're here.
Hey, little baby cat Ringo.
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Well, you have to admit, the assembled company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pups.
Don't call me that.
Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses.
He's hanging out in the runner.
He's keeping watch over our gauntlet runner.
What? Don't feel safe leaving your gauntlet runner empty? As you like, I suppose.
I don't see that songstress, Juna. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Louis and live to tell it.
You're looking forward to having another chat with her, eh? What a shame. Zell got a bit droopy about missing her, too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up.
There he is!
Oh, shit. And that bitch Cladel's there, too.
I'm glad you could make it.
I feel a little out of place.
I feel somewhat out of place.
No need to be modest. Standing in attendance here proves you've won my approval. Everyone recognizes that. Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads, let's get the formality of introductions out of the way. Friends, today we welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden.
Yeah, it's me.
Before you stands the young man himself. Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuaries forward with the intent of winning my regard. Commendably bold. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth and pride.
Follow me, and, you know, we're going to be real good.
Follow me, and I will guide this land to salvation.
Yeah, fuckheads.
The false prophet Forden would doom us all. Glory to Count Luis!
Hanging the sanctuaries wasn't enough, eh?
Their hatred for the church runs deep. They show promise.
Dash it all, boy. That was close.
The rest of the night is yours to drink in. Enjoy the party.
Go. We'll take care of the rest.
I got this.
Hey, new boy. Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer.
Go fuck yourself, purple leopard skin.
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a head smaller than his own.
Whew. Whew.
You little red-eyed! You want to say that again?
Yeah, time to leave.
All right.
23. You know what I can feel is gonna happen? You know what I can fucking feel is gonna happen? Fucking Glodell there is gonna lose his shit and try and cut my ass the second I hit rank 20. And it's gonna be like, ooh, shit.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like, get fucked, you loser. Security's nice and light. Smart enough to do this on the night of the soiree. Lift it. Lewis's quarters is over there. Let's go the fuck, get over there, watching the door. Come on, look at the, come on, let's get in. What's going on? We can't afford to get slowed down. We don't have a choice. We'll have to look for a way around. Oi, come here a moment. What are you doing?
Yes.
Heard that alert, huh? Just making sure the extra security measures are in working order. What's wrong with you? Something got you worked up? All right, the bridge is locked. I can't get in. Give me a hand, would you? Cabio's on duty. What's he doing locking the door? Heard saw someone say Lady Juna entered the bridge. Well, you don't mean? Are they alone in there? What do you think's going on?
Yeah.
That's great. It's our chance.
No way.
Key's not working. This is the one that worked before. Maybe they changed the lock somehow? They were just talking about extra security. Ain't good. What do we do? Don't got much time.
No, we just keep up the charade as long as we can.
You know, moments like these work really well when none of the characters have, like, a telephone. You know what that actually reminds me? That genuinely reminds me. So I've been reading, to prep myself for D&D, I've been reading the RPG horror Reddit for things to not do. And it's been super helpful. It's also really funny. And the one that really got me was a guy saying that they had a character in their party that could speak to characters telepathically and would blow like an hour every single night having conversations with characters that none of the other players could hear and so they couldn't react to. And the DM would go along with it.
Might I have a moment, please?
Stroll, if I recall. I've heard you're a titled noble. Yet you stand behind a commoner candidate.
I stand with a candidate who's proven he has power and potential. Besides, I'm a noble in lineage alone. My house no longer stands.
Where are you from?
Have you heard of a village called Harlia?
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
Really?
Only because help never came. They requested reinforcements, but the army wouldn't spare a single soldier. Are the rumors true that was by
Holy
your
shit!
decision?
Holy shit! Now that's a fucking diversion!
That is true.
But why?
Lewis is the best villain ever. Lewis is the best villain ever. I love him. I love him. Lewis is the best. Yeah, I did that shit.
To save this country.
So you know what's gonna happen? He's like, yeah, I killed the king. Yeah, I made sure Halia got destroyed. And then they're gonna ask him, so what about the curse on the prince? And he'll go, yeah, I didn't do that. And we're gonna go, whoa, shit.
Stroll. The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused to face the threat looming over this country. An adequately dramatic demonstration was required. They say you could see Halia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost hundreds of innocent lives.
Do I offend you? Are you repulsed? Surely it helps you realize that you can protect nothing without power.
Oh man, I used to just doing all the things I want to hear.
The natural blessings you enjoyed are not infinite. Few have the luxury of living with no need to struggle and harm just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like livestock. Their reality denied. It defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged. However cruel.
Is Lewis an anti-hero though? I'd say Lewis is a much closer anti-hero than fucking most. Lewis actually is the very, very, very rare example of villain whose motivations are arguably better than the protagonists. Like the endemic racism and social stratification of the society is pretty bad. A radical meritocracy is pretty good. And he seems like the kind of guy that if you were able to just straight up kill him in a one-on-one, he'd be like, yeah, that's cool though.
I am not one to stand idly by as history is wrought. All their sacrifices, and yours, shall not be in vain. A valuable conversation. I do hope you enjoy the party.
Stroll.
Humblest apologies. He's a young heart and hasn't yet learned to temper his words.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
Let Brad's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he slip off to?
I'm getting a handy from a waiter in the alley, Gladell. What do you fucking want? Stop riding my balls. At this rate, guards will come back. If we miss the opportunity, we won't get another.
What?
Body's being pulled downwards. Oh, fuck off. Oh. Oh, shit. What's going on? There wasn't a takeoff. Wait, what? Is Juna stealing the fucking ship? Takeoff? Wait a second. You mean the runner's taking off? Why is this happening now? This wasn't part of the plan. Gaining speed. What's our course?
Oh no.
This is pretty bad. We gotta change flight path. We'll ram straight into that sphere of water. Whole area is thick with distortion from the magma. If we get too close, the whole damn craft will tip. What do we do? All this commotion is gonna have this place full of panicking guards. We stay put, they'll find us. Come on, retreat to the deck. Close one. Eve.
What was that?
The floor is oh! Oh, this is ballin'. We ballin' out here.
What's going on? That soldier from earlier was freaking out about some effect from a magma crystal. Maybe this is it.
This game is so exciting. Like, I feel like I'm able to predict a couple, like, choice character moments. But, like, the overall thrust of the plot, I'm just shrugging. Everything is dramatic and interesting and different and new and weird. Quantra says, I'm honestly surprised that Pat is being such a big Lewis fan. I'll admit, I'm a sucker for a pretty guy with fucking handles on his forehead. Are we still landing on the outside of the Corridorius?
No.
Well, I knew there was a big vessel, but this thing looks like it goes on for ages. This is not going according to plan. I wasn't expecting to get thrown out on the hull. To throw him away because he is bad, obviously. Failure is not an option. Have to think. What can I do to keep this mission on track?
What do we do?
This isn't good. What do we do? Time to go to his private quarters. They're all the way at the far end. But actually, you got a point. That key ended up being useless, so sneaking in from the outside might be our best bet. Got a plan, right? Some way to get in from Lewis's room?
Did you?
Yes! This game's the best! You're just gonna cut straight across the hull? I mean, if anybody could do it, it's you. But are you sure you want to risk it? Mm-hmm. You're serious? I'll get ready. We ride together, we die together! Lewis's quarters are straight ahead. All the way at the end. If you're careful, you should be able to jump across the glowing sections by using this as a scaffold. Damn, the prince is sick? Me too!
Here we go.
You're losing time, so let's hurry. I'll hide in your bag. Please don't kill us. Blade riding on the outer walls. Use the movement keys to control the protagonist. Sorry, to control protagonist. While he's on the sword, and use areas wider than normal as scaffold to automatically jump. However, if you jump when there isn't a scaffold, you'll fall.
Gangway!
Yeah! Oh.
No. This is.
I misunderstood that dramatically.
Will you yield to reality?
I misunderstood that very much.
Gangway! Yeah!
Oh! Okay.
I knew it!
I understand now. It's actually a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. Oh, yeah!
Look at that!
Yeah! Dude, is he going to do a kickflip?
All right!
We did it. We made it. Thought we were going to die there. You can be so reckless.
This is no good.
I think we're moving away from the crystal. Whoop. We don't get inside. Whoa. Gotta jump through the door. Do it!
Whew.
Just in time. We stayed out of there like that, we'd have plummeted. Coincidence or not, nice to have a bit of luck on our side, so here we are. Let's piss on his stuff. Room really is beautiful, huh? Maybe it's got some special spells so nothing falls apart when it's turbulent.
Let's hurry.
Anyway, formula we're looking for somewhere in here. Let's hurry and find it.
Okay.
I'm gonna nut on his painting. Quite the art collection. This one looks like an exterior shot of the Caridius. It's enough just walking around in the runner. Painting really helps put into perspective just how impressive it is. Say it was originally developed by the State Army, and Lewis claimed it for his own. To him, it's a symbol of power, no doubt about that. You don't think you hit the formula behind these paintings, do you? Nah, still, place is immaculate. No dust in sight. Hello. It's a map mark with different routes. Looks like it shows the Oceania area. There's a mark on one of those islands off the shore. Weird, never even heard of this place. Lewis interested in this island? Wonder why. Several books on magic stacked. No formula yet. Definitely knows something about spells though. Where the heck is it? Just gotta keep looking. Magic book, magic book. Oh, another magic book. Some of these texts are pretty dense. It's like a little research library. Maybe the formula's hidden somewhere? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Splashed behind a false panel? Yeah. Wishful thinking. Somewhere else. What about in the flowers? Beautiful flowers, but I've seen them somewhere before. These are royal flowers, the one where Lewis got her at the royal funeral. Keeping them in his room like this. It's like he's displaying a trophy. Wonder if that ego of his will fit inside a crown. Makes me think just thinking about it. Let's find the formula quick. We have to save the prince. Books on magic here too. The collection this size, he must be pretty passionate about his studies, huh? Guess that's how he managed to craft such a powerful curse. Now's not the time to be speculating on his hobbies. Doesn't seem like formula's on the shelf, so let's look elsewhere. Can't get it open. Storage closet, but it's shut pretty tight. Let's revisit this later. You know, I gotta say, Lewis pulling all this shit but not killing a child really elevates him. Because you can't walk back killing kids. You know, that's kind of. Hold up, is that?
Look, that's the same novel that you have. But why would Luis? It's a forbidden text. So there shouldn't even be many copies left.
He's trying to create utopia. We're both doing the same thing. Impossible.
That's impossible.
Do you think Luis is actually reading this? If so, it doesn't seem like he's really getting its message. Wait, in there! There's a hidden box. Yes, magic formulas! Which one has the prince's curse? Oh, forget it! We'll just take the whole box!
Can I just say how refreshing it is to have a situation like this and the characters are like, fuck it, let's just take the whole computer? Right, like I really like that in Spider-Verse. Just take the whole fucking computer. Like, why would we spend time searching for the right one? Just steal the whole fucking thing.
What are you doing here?
I got lost.
I got lost.
You're a terrible liar. Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there? You're that fairy from before. Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his private quarters. Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice, but you sound fine to me. I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you? Wow, you're a real repeat offender.
Look at that smug. Look at that smug Gallica. That's smug.
I'm really losing my touch.
Okay.
So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes on you? Well, I have to say, I like what I see. Hey, get away from him! I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet about you too, now that we're accomplices.
What are you looking for, though?
What exactly are you looking for?
Can't say, but I'll ask you no questions either. That makes us even, right?
No.
So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp. Hey, I'm not just a little cohort. I have a proper name,
Don't
and it's
tell her
Gallica.
your fucking name.
Gallica. Your name is Gallica.
Oh?
Wait, does this mean... So you're here for...
Oh! Oh, shit!
Someone's coming.
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door's
She's
locked.
actually part of our gang the whole time!
Panic.
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runt I might have figured for a rat, but even Milord's favorite little songbird? What a scandal! And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
Everything's falling apart. What do we do? I think
Let's
he's
kiss.
gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act fast. The box you found contains the formula to the curse.
Do you know that for sure?
I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? take what's inside and leave.
Who are you? What are you?
Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
She told us to run, but we can't just leave her. I say we go after her.
I have this image in my mind of Will Metaphor walking up to Juna and going, "Damn girl, you shit with that ass."
Your attention.
And just every single
Everyone.
character getting the exclamation point above their head going.
Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce. It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated to win Forden the throne, for all who bristle at their hubris, and indeed for the sake of the public. This hollow pageantry must be put to rights, once and for all. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
He has to allow him, because if he doesn't allow him, it'll destroy the integrity of the competition, because Lewis is the number 2 candidate, and then everyone would turn on Forden, therefore making Lewis win by default.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and lose the nation's faith. Then all will know he was never the one in control. For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads.
Everyone, yeah, Canon Husbando, I totally agree. Everyone in this game is like smart
We got one
and
sanctuary
good at their job.
Now let's send Forden to the gallows.
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his time all along.
Luis.
Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for morsels at our esteemed colleagues' heels. Wretched rat, if you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then come and try.
Luis will be king! Hail King Luis!
Go and see who is absent from the soiree.
On it.
Shit.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop them.
Shit.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud enough. Come now, let's hear you cheer with your gut, eh?
Out of the way. I'm busy.
Hey, yeah, Gladell's also missing. Let's pin it on Gladell, that fucking bitch.
Hey, Del, look.
The Caradrius is airborne.
What? Why? You hear anything about a takeoff today?
With its owner out? Impossible. The rat's behind this. Do you know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out Zorba. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the Cathedral Guards, they had help.
Think the rat nipped him too?
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends in and about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever.
I do think I'm
Me,
fucking clever.
I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Del, eyes up. It's coming down.
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks, the orders to kill on sight.
Whoa, Del.
Whoa, calm down there, little Balenciaga puppy. Runner, stop. Almost out of time. Gotta chase him.
Hurry!
Let's get him. Let's fucking go. It's open. Tristan Turbulent. Maybe the lock broke. All set. Now tell him what might happen. Hey, hang on a second, actually. Oh, you hang on just 1 second. Oh, okay. It's no save game.
Ready?
I'm leaving this in your hands, autosave. Gotta hurt. Oh, thank God. Oh, thanks, autosave. That was Juna. I think she's on the deck. We should probably help her. Not gonna ignore it's a stress call. All right, to the deck.
No.
Oh, crap.
I told you to run. You're too soft.
Not where it counts.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud. And now look who's the traitor. Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
Oh. His dog is ballin'.
Hector? Wait, that's your dog? You mean he transformed at your command?
That animal's been corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it.
That's actually pretty baller.
Why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath you?
What? Don't you dare patronize me. You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Rassant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you. How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. I should be the man being served and worshipped. Me, no one else. And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler.
You know, I'm at 23, right?
You're pathetic.
I told you to shut your damned mouth! Go, Hector!
Hey, Juna, if you and 2 other people vote for me,
don't move. That goes
I
for
will
you
become
too,
invincible to this
I'd
man.
rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do?
Right now, all we can do is make it through this. If we're not careful about this, Juna might...
Juna, please metaphor me at the polls.
Spectacular. A fitting end for a pack of rats. Get them, Hector.
No. Isn't there anything
Yeah, you're
we
right.
can do?
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, you're right. It's not 3 votes. It's rank. Still
You
though.
like that? Who's your king now? I am.
Oh wow. Hey, if this got broadcast and I was
You let
really
your
baller.
dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
Yes.
A duel? Have it your way. Come then. We'll do this right.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, darn.
I am Gladel, and you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better
That's
than
a good
I
line.
expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure.
Oh, do we?
Is long and painful.
Neither of them know that duels.
Juna, if you take my side,
Ignore the fucking invincibility
am I
condition.
not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be.
That's not
Over
true.
my dead body. I am Juani's Cygnus.
Cygnus?
I am no one's trinket.
You're right, right.
My
She's the
life
sister
is
of the
my own
saint.
to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
Oh yeah.
What? It worked?
Yeah, it worked. He's not ranked 20 yet.
You're not invincible.
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start.
Either that or the duel is working, so fuck it.
You call it an archetype, right?
Yeah.
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off.
Hey, welcome to the gang, 5th person. 6 if you count
my
Gallica.
Sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well, O lodestar who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me. What you see now is my commitment to my song.
What? Okay, there it is.
Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart.
Cool.
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn!
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
Boss fight against dog.
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really? Especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength, too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. Do you know about this power?
Yeah, she just did it.
Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up!
That's fascinating that she just did
my
it.
own hands. A duel, then. You can die together.
Mass Dancer Archetype. Along with its own skills, Mass Dancer can equip different masks to use additional skills. The Seeker's Mask is equipped. To attain new masks, do special experiments. Not only is it a persona, you do fucking fusions. That's great.
Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him
In
hell.
medium fire damage, medium wind damage, attack up, tetra break. Well, that's pretty good to fucking start.
Burn!
Burn, doggy!
I will fight.
Godly
Let's set it
blessing.
up.
Oh, that's pretty good.
No, let's go. Flare!
Take this!
Magic flow? Nice try, bitch. No!
The captain's anxiety is overwhelming.
My Prozacs!
Get hit.
Gale!
You hit their weakness.
Will this
Don't
even
let
work?
up now, Juna.
Anxiety's out of control.
You hit their weakness.
You know what? That worked out. Fuck it. Thanks for doing it for me, bitch.
Howling wind!
At this rate.
That helped.
Stay strong, Hector!
Fighting his anxiety and they're
With
targeting
me
him.
now, Hector!
Oh, I'm having so much anxiety.
You hit their weakness. let up now, Tuna.
Got it.
Scour!
Destroyed!
Hector! Damn it! Damn you all!
This'll be
Suck
over
my dick,
soon
fucking
enough.
loser.
Let's go. Light!
It's their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Die already!
Oh, he hit me with a little itty-bitty lightning bolt. Fuck off.
Raging fire. We sure don't give up easy.
Your rightful king!
Well, I actually came in with like the perfect counter to his bullshit.
Help me!
Okay. Not bad at all.
I give. Please. I'll not say a word about you sneaking in. Just spare my life, I beg you.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Vote for me, Gladell, and
Idiots!
you're free.
It's the oldest trick in the book!
Here it is! Yeah!
Why? What's...
20!
No. I'm the future king. I can't... I can't breathe. Why?
Is he dead? So the magic protected us.
Bro!
But why now?
What the hell?
Dead? You lot kill him.
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did all that to him!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh my god, is it working?
Well, you know me and my indulgences, boys.
It's working.
Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Gladell went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help.
That might be the most British fucking thing I've ever heard in a game. That was a close one, huh?
Yes. That was a close one.
Totally. Close call.
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means that Rat was Gladell.
Well, didn't this all
Lord
work
Louis
out?
said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so?
This worked out
Well,
really good.
hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can of this party together?
Your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
Ma'am.
Ah, yes. Much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat, my tongue, my lips.
You.
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting.
Bruh.
Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here.
Bruh. That is scandalous.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
Later, homos. Bye-bye. Why would I care about a woman's throat?
So Gladell was all right.
All they do is talk. Am I
he's
right,
already been
brothers?
executed?
afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early. Sounds like Gladell overstepped and Lady Juna and the new lad had to fight him down.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Too right. Dead can't speak after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Gladell was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true, the boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the Sanctoress earned you some renown.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladell.
Seems we were in more danger than we knew, but the risk paid off.
One wonders what you stopped Gladell from doing. What was he after there?
Who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds too, not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Totally. Absolutely. I will catch the rat, sir. I will find out who's shitting in the urinals. Gentlemen, I'm on the case. I'll definitely find out who's been shitting in those urinals.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then, you may take your ease in the city.
Oh, and with Gladell out with the rubbish, might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
Okay, so I have absolutely no doubt that this is not fooling Lewis at all. I don't believe for a second we're pulling one over on Lewis. These two, however...
Let her do as she pleases.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a bit green around the gills.
Gladell was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him? All right.
Seems the rep I gained from the exhibition saved me. All we gotta do is break the curse. 20.
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
We don't know who you are.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but how to say it?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Don't tell me. You're the other agent Grius mentioned.
Grius? Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, so I never really knew who the other agent was. But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods, so we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young.
That's me.
If I hadn't learned the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our side. And I thought you and Luis were... you were his
lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to
We
rob
thought
him
you were the
blind.
throat goat.
No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear. with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
You know, I saw someone, I forget who it was, but I saw somebody on Twitter like put a screenshot of Lewis and his two guys and called them the Gay Boy Squad. And like, I was like, haha, funny. And now I'm here and I'm like, kinda.
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No, quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art, and nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer? You really are devoted, and fearless to boot.
I know what I put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
Ha! The girl's bold as brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
We'll be counting on you, buddy.
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Yeah! We got this fucking full-grown Gerber baby with her goddamn bug-eyed shit singing along on the team.
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through.
Oh, yeah!
Gotta get back on.
Mage up!
Anyway, welcome aboard, Juna. Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good blueprint, but this formula leaves me a tad glazed, what?
Actually, Grease's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella? The girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most qualified. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain death.
Can I just point out, maybe this is petty of me. Maybe this is insanely petty of me. It's possible. It's possible I'm being a petty little bitch. But there were people a couple streams ago who were like, what are you talking about? Hulkenberg doesn't even have a German accent. And I'm like, in fucking awe. I'm in fucking awe of how wrong that is. Just in genuine disbelief.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked about my age.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a trip under Luis's gaze.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No,
yeah, we can do that.
It's dashed convenient.
There are some conditions, but we could travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off.
We're balling out here, guys.
Right. All yours.
I cannot possibly explain to people who don't know how fucked it is that to teleport we have to put our character inside a particle accelerator. Like a million X-ray machines all turned on at once.
You actually did it! We're at the royal capital! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is? What are you people?
Hey, look. Isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Tuna! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand. Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Yeah!
Come on, let's hurry on.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
I mean, we'll have to.
We'll just have to trust her.
You're right. And if it's misplaced, we'll just have to be ready.
If you say so, then let's get on.
So I thought that Heisme had a German accent, but he has a provincial French accent, actually.
What now?
Let's see.
What now?
I would like to look over here. Masked Revelry. Okay. Seeker's Mask. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Ah, so she can't have accessories. She can only have... Oh, she can. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. So, bop, bop, bop. Oh, that is a really, really cool class. What does provincial French mean? Oh, there's an old it is kind of an appropriately Renaissance term. The term provincial means not from the main city. It's usually classically known as a derogatory statement. So somebody from the boonies would come in and you'd be like, oh, what a provincial attitude. Because people that don't live in the city would tend to be like poorer workers or what have you. But a provincial French accent would be from like the east or north of France. So like he sounds like a guy that like is on the French side, like the like close to Germany, near where like the Maginot Line would be, I think. It's definitely not Parisian, right? Mage Academy. Because if he was Parisian, he'd be like, I piss on the floor. I only have no class. I'm disgusting. What? Hey, excuse me. You know what? Come to think of it, you know what I'm gonna do? Unlike a Parisian, I'm gonna go piss in a toilet. So I'll be right back. Ah, I'm back. Wow, wonderful clean toilet. Much better than the street.
What now?
Once the kingdom's preeminent magical research facility, located in the Principality of Montario, yo, that's a dungeon. Accused by the crown theocracy of conducting dangerous research, the academy was subdued by force and shuttered only a few years prior. Today it is only an empty ruin. Today it's only untouched and unvisited. Everyone always compliments me on my fast pissing style, and I have to say that every single time I go to the bathroom, I imagine that Shadow the Hedgehog is there, and I look at him and I say, yo, check out how fast I can piss, or how hard I can piss. And I piss super hard. Super hard. On Juna, initially thought to be in league with Luis. Surprising truth is she's actually the second agent sent by the Resistance to save the prince. Her passion for singing, though, has always been genuine. As an idiot, she's lived her life under false pretenses, extending even to her physical appearance. Because of this, she feels that singing is the only true experience she's ever had. Yeah, everybody always asks me if I wash my hands. It's annoying, because I do wash my hands. But also, if my hands were actually just covered in piss, would I do this? Maybe. You don't know. I could be into that. I'm not, but you don't know. Hector. A watchdog accompanying Gladel, who looks unerringly vicious, and said he was originally a friendly stray dog before being forcibly melancholized by Gladel's magic igniter. Oh.
All right, then.
That's sad. That's sad for Doggy. Yo, I just realized that Will Metaphor here has a big old thigh gap. Good for him.
Humans. Idiot peasants. Wonder if I could be one of those. Stupendous.
What now?
Usagi, put it away. Put it away. Oh, fuck. I gotta say that the dungeon equivalent in the second batch of the game was like laughably easy.
Let's go.
Rella's inside the church. Let's go. Okie dokie.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you?
Juna!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
That's me.
Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brilhaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Oh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
That's really not
I know
important.
it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on!
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible. Then, surely, the man who penned this was Luis.
Look,
maybe.
What happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Luis. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh! You didn't have to put it like that.
No, put it like that. You're cringe, sis!
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are... enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade.
Great.
The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
Come on.
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
Oh no! I scared myself. I dropped my phone. What the fuck? Oh, I dropped the controller. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm sorry.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing?
Okay, so, I feel like it's really obvious that, Lewis saw the fucking formula and jotted down what he could remember from memory. Like he never had it.
You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Yeah, okay.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
You know, it'd be baller as fuck. It'd be baller as fuck. If my character had the scar on his back. Whoa. What does it mean?
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Guess I just gotta win the election.
Assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the Gauntlet Runner.
We can take Juna out in public. We might attract a crowd. Can't risk Lewis catching on that we're in the capital. At least for today, we'll ask her to stay in the runner.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people?
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly.
Been rubbing his fucking
Been having
cock
a good
on the
old
fucking
ponder ever since I saw
bulkheads.
Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. Then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though, and got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence, when they told me I was to be demoted.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the Gauntlet Runner.
There's an old military adage from like the 30s and 40s, which I think is appropriate here, which is no plan ever survives contact with the enemy. The practicals are the important part, Eurus.
But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
You can change or add party members from the party main menu. You can make a group of 4. Reserve members gain less experience. Also, you can never remove the protagonist. Let's rest in the Gauntlet Runner. Plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back. You know what that means? she doesn't start with shit.
That is...
That's crazy. Who? Hey. No. You're not taking my boy Heisman out. Okay. Okay. Stroll, you're benched for now. I mean, this is how it's going to work. Whoever is the person who's been the longest is going to swap out for whoever's the newest. Like, Hulkenberg is going to swap out for whoever the fuck's down here. And then Heisman is going to swap out for whoever's down here. And then you know what's going to happen? We're going to level up, you know, this bitch. Where's she at? I don't even have her yet. To fucking... Oh, wow. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look, there's Neuris. So we've got a Elda, a Fairy, Clamar, Resant, Yugif, Nydia, Ishkia, dunno, but we got a Parapus on side. So I bet if there was going to be a race we don't get, we would get not get a Parapus, which means we're going to get an eyeball bitch and a rogue bitch. Oh my god, there are just enough chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already had a rogue? Oh, does that count? Oh, that's sad though. Oh no. Let's take a shower. It'd be cool if one of the members of the party was mixed race. Yeah, maybe if you're okay with that. Gross. What? What? Those bird dog people are gross. Is my tolerance too high? Oh, it is. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Well, I'm not like, listen, I'm not maxed out on tolerance. So, you know. You know. You know, I'm probably technically mixed race. I do have that 1% Italian in there. Have I been checking the pantry every day? I've been trying. But it's tough.
What now?
All right. Oh, we need to remove this off you, sir. You need to get that off. Oh, you know what you can fucking use? An archetypal fucking ring. Bro. That's what you can do, Stroll. Where the fuck did I get that ring? On Idol's Day, the Nydia in the Brylehaven market sells it. Is it Water's Day? On Water's Day. I bought 4. Fortunate indeed to find an unexpected ally in the midst of hostile territory. Hulkenberg had much to say on the fame and accomplishments of both Juna and Rella. Must confess a near total ignorance of modern trends and those that set them. What about you? 'Tis a better setback that we've lost the means to break His Highness's curse. Yet would serve nothing to only wallow in dismay. If only the path that remains is slaying the Lewis must seek new strength.
Sure.
Time to sleepy time.
Good night.
Pat, why do you have a pocket German fop villain voice? Because Germans talk funny and it's really cute and I like it. I like a lot of accents. I think accents are super charming. I wish I had an accent.
Good. You're still awake.
Okay, let me change that. I wish I had a cool accent. Standard Canadian / American non-regional accent is super boring, and I hate that I don't have a cool one.
What's the matter?
I sound like Red Green? Dude, that's really nice. Thank you. That's really cool. I appreciate it. Something on your mind? You appear to be staring into my brain.
Something on your mind?
No, not in particular. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula
Who's
back
Red
into Luis's
Green?
room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
Should probably have her return any keys we got. Just to be safe. Give them to her later.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
Yeah.
The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war.
Right at the beginning of the game, Gallica says that music was the first magic.
How inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts, no matter their status.
They'd be talking about the red scarf and the back of the car and how they're grinning like they're winning, and I broke up with my man and now I have a new album.
We Nydia. We're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This
What?
forum. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
We talked a bunch.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Man, I love that.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified.
Darn.
I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Kiddo!
Boo!
Furthermore,
in the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Right? Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human
He's
head.
fucking dead, bro.
Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? The disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star.
She made it to the top 20?
Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mustari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, no.
I bet they know cool shit with their secret
The final
religion.
roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race. And that's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand.
You know, I just realized that fucking elf Hitler. if you change the colors a little bit, he's dressed the same way I used to dress my fucking Dark Knight in Heavensward. Beret, Dark Knight sword, and I used to have the fucking High Allegan chest set that had the 2 strips down the middle. He's cool looking.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready
there's
to
a Yugi.
announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic.
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress.
How the fuck does she do that with her hair?
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes, your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation.
You mean like the Elda and the Mustari?
Strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights in Montario.
You know, it's... No, this is designed to knock out Elda and Mustari candidates like that.
Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This 2-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics.
I'm becoming increasingly certain that this setting is a super, like, this is, you know how SMT4 is in the post apocalypse? I believe this is in a post apocalypse, and that one of these things is going to be a fucking cell phone.
To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
Oh, I bet that dude's fucking pissed.
Ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
I really want to say this dude is baller as fuck. Everything about him is awesome. But in particular, I like the use of interlocking squares. And the fact that his staff looks like a fucking 8-bit thing.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What new low is that? I'm an Elder. I don't care about this.
What new low?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
How long am I going on for tonight? I don't know, man. I've had a pretty fucking long day.
I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over.
Can't you see she's pooped?
We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it.
Yeah, let's go do some ethnic crimes.
The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's
Let's
game
British
will
Museum
soon
these
end.
fuckers.
Let us at
with
least
their
give
weird
him the finale
eyeballs.
he deserves.
What do you mean finale?
What do you mean a finale?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something
We
to
getting
do
the
with
Dragon Lance?
dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say,
Wait.
the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day. And bring
We
it to
need to get the lance of the dragon god?
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight.
You don't have to be rude like that, Lewis.
May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Notice how he was mean to the lady, but nice to the man. Back at the inn, so far the only thing we know is called the Dracodios. Guess we got no choice but to go somewhere else and gather more info. Let's go!
Well met, eh?
Memorandum. Dedication ceremony. Special ceremony announced by the Crown Theocracy to be the central event of this year's Saints' Day Festival in Montario. By collecting and sealing away dangerous relics scattered throughout the kingdom in the name of Sanctism, the ceremony will relieve the anxieties of the people. Such is its designated purpose, but is effectively a continuation of the exhibition of the brave held in Brilhaven, expected to act as the final leg of the tournament for the throne. While it can be seen as an open invitation to loot and pillage treasures of pagan origin, while keeping the Sanctus officials' hands clean. Some also note that it allows the Crown Theocracy to seize a veritable armory of dangerous weapons with unknown powers, a worrying sign for science days to come. Montario Saints Day. The largest Sanctus festival in the faith that takes place every autumn in Altabury. Highly devout followers will go to a great risk to make the pilgrimage at least once in their lives. According to religious scripture, God used his precious hands to bless the lands of the earth 4 times. The last of these blessings occurs in autumn, and the festival is held in celebration. Scriptures also teach that the monolith is evidence of God's favor upon the world. The plentiful grain harvests of autumn shew the bounty and glory of his blessing. The monolith? Principality. I'm worried about it. One of the Kingdom of Uronia's 3 constituent countries, occupying its easternmost lands. The Montarian capital, Altabury Heights, is a mountain city commonly blanketed in snow, occupying much land held sacred to Sanctism. Infamous for its cold climate, Altabury's many prominent Rusant and Clamar noble houses boast a hardy resistance to the chill. They enjoy more direct political influence over Montario than other countries' aristocracies tend to wield, currently held by a rogue lord.
What now?
I wish we could see the map, like, right away. No? Hey, dude.
No, where was I?
Hey, can we hang out, dude?
Would you look at this?
New ally, quite the unexpected character at that. Ally Awakening has unveiled a new archetype called the Masked Dancer. Holds a power both unique and interesting. Prepared a new special experiment to enhance its potential. Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture.
Fascinating.
Ah, new archetype. Expect nothing less. Don't hesitate to inform me if you wish to study it. Hi, meow meow.
Here, kitty.
Aw, cute cat. He knows he's cute. I've discovered a new recipe. Masked Dancer. Times of yore the live heroes renowned for their splendor and beautiful masquerade. Their souls together form the power of the Masked Dancer. Among them, the elite, who wears masks to draw out their own power, finding new selves within selves, I dub the Persona Master. The Masked Dancer archetype is one yet multiple. It brings out the possibilities within itself and can respond to any situation. But obtaining its wide variety of powers comes at great effort and cost. They're only as strong as their collection of masks. Let no Masked Dancer forget this truth. Persona. Commander. General Warlord. Got it. And then we've got Faker and Trickster.
That means
Special experiments menu has been unlocked. Create items certain archetypes can use. You can make materials from battle. Okay. Let's just do it. What do we got? We got a Seeker's Mask. Judgment, Magician, Moon, Priestess, Strength, Emperor, Warrior. Oh, man. That's great. Oh my god! I didn't see it. That's the back of a Persona Tarot card. Oh, but where am I going to get these? I'm missing them. Well, I definitely got... Huh. I assume if I just kill a bunch of everything, I'll get them, huh? And I definitely have enough to get all of them. Well, can't go wrong with one of each. You don't think it's worth making one of each? Well, you're wrong.
In truth,
wielders of restorative magic are few and precious in this country. Much is unknown about the workings of healing power. Naturally, mage healers tend towards high social status. They inspire immediate, implicit trust from those around them. I believe there's a dissertation published on the matter. Its thesis being that healing magic not only solves physical wounds, but pains of the heart. Perhaps that's why the church seeks to monopolize magic so. Be easy to expand their flock if only salvation available is theirs. What the f... I had just hit start and Steam opened.
What now? What now?
All right. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun.
What now?
Juna. What happens if I equip that? I get Cyclo. Holy shit. Slicer and critical strike. Bro, this is like the best class. Knight's Proclamation. Shield Arts. I kind of just want to keep this. This is a direct upgrade to Magic Seeker's Mask. Too bad she has awful strength. Yeah. It doesn't change the mask on the thing's face, does it? Doesn't look like it. Damn, girl, you do shit with that ass. So if you were to run a strength persona master, then you would be able to... Yeah, okay.
Nice!
You'd be able to fucking switch it out. That's smart. Smart. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Stroll. Well, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Stroll, but you're supposed to be leveling up General. So, we're going to switch you over.
I shall rule the battlefield!
So that you can gain this in the background. Okay, buddy? Okay? Okay, buddy? Understand? Thank you. Give you this shit. Give you this shit.
Right.
Oh, I don't even have it equipped. No, let me think about it. I really wish there was a button that just showed skills you have equipped. It'd be nice. I feel like we're getting pretty close to the point of the game where it's gonna give me like an archetypal fucking like shit grind spot.
You'll come again.
You know what I'm saying?
What now?
Wait, Heartbreak Stratagem? Where's that? Oh, that is pretty good, isn't it? That is pretty good, isn't it? Just in case. All right, time to look for bullshit about the Divine Lance.
Wonderful.
Hey, freak bitch. You pledged to support for Jen and you too. Oh, candidate. Not only that, the impudent Elda who dared to interrupt my speech. Come to interfere again? What's with the change in attitude?
No.
Earning the support I need's all that matters. What reason do I have to flatter a rival? What an obnoxious tone. That's what we're coming to if a scuzzbucket like him can be a notable candidate.
Wonderful.
Disgusting. I have heard Juna sing before. She's in my party, dipshit.
So foolish.
Yes, I am that Alda, thank you. Yes, I am disgusting.
Hey there.
Pagans nearby. Let's find some gross pagans. Yeah, I bet they smell. I bet they smell of heresy.
Wonderful.
What am I gonna do? Eh?
Grand, isn't it?
Hey, I'm gonna just ask for a mechanical spoiler for people that have beaten the game. Can I ask for a mechanic spoiler? I'm gonna ask for one. I want to know what the primary stat for Devil Summoner is.
Well met, eh?
Dear me.
Is it magic, strength, or mixed? Magic? Fuck yeah! Yes! Yes! Alright. Thank you.
Grand, isn't it?
What am I gonna do? Eh?
All right, then.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't fast travel.
Dear me.
Mustari.
Wait a second.
You know, for a popular candidate, your information gathering methods are awfully amateur. Oh, I did ask that the other day? Oh, well, you speak to anybody else for calling out? Can't just talk to a couple people and expect to find what you're looking for. Put some legwork. Talk to everybody. That being said, choose the place you search. There are plenty of working people too busy to give you the time of day. If it were me, I'd go to a tavern.
Dear me.
Grand, isn't it?
I can deal with the lack of MP. What I can't deal is like I want an SMT motherfucker on as my man. Is what I want.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen.
I am gonna have to stop.
What now?
Just look at my stats. I am gonna have to stop leveling magic pretty soon though, because I don't want to get to the point where I'm wasting stats because I have so much. All right. I think I'm gonna hit 50. And then start putting the rest of my points into endurance, agility, and luck. But the question is do I want to put shit into strength? I've left strength way behind. Way behind I've left strength. Do I want a spoiler about that? Yeah, fuck it. All luck? That's... I'm not doing that. Leave strength to the party? Yeah, okay. There's a reason the MC should have some strength. How many levels do I have left? Is this the kind of game that you hit level cap? You finished at 78? Okay, so let's assume I have double the levels. I could just start pumping fucking strength entirely. And have a totally balanced boy. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. So the reason I'm asking that now is pretty simply that I finally have a magic person on the team. So now that I have a second magic person on the team, there is a value to putting points and strength on my main guy. Now it's gonna take a long time before I catch up to magic. Like a long time. But, I remember seeing someone a long time ago say that you can actually farm the incenses for stats. I don't know if that's true.
Hey.
Excuse me, you two. Why address me when I'm enjoying a meal? Customer of this tavern. No obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, common sense to ask an employee first. Don't you disagree? Alright, let's go talk to the lady.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen.
Hello there.
Huh?
I have a question. Divine Lance, not sure I'm the best person to talk about that. No, wait, somebody outside was rambling about that. Had a big mask on, must have been Mustari, seemed awfully bothered. Oh, where'd he go? Could have taken a boat to the island. Might be heading towards the Merchant's Bazaar. Let's go.
Hey, listen.
Let's talk to that disgusting eyeball freak.
Huh. Wonderful. Oh. Oi. Oi.
I'd like to go to the Merchant's Bazaar, please.
What is it?
Oh, this is a stupid question. You know the gauntlets that... Oh my god! I just realized the reason why the XP item is gauntlets is so that she can keep her fucking mask on. That's genius. That's big genius hours.
Young man. Young man. What's this? Yeah?
That is a big brain moment for me and my big brain. Ooh. Oh, hey.
Yes, hello.
I remember you, the vexing elder who interrupted my speech. Support you've earned pales in comparison to mine. The many who desire an independent Resort nation. Pitiful, elder. Struggle all you like. Yeah, fuck off, bitch. How about you fuck off, huh? How about that?
But that...
Now what am I to do? Stop!
Well, why are you freaked out? I'm on the rock, you fucking asshole.
Isn't that... Look at that.
That tiny little face yours? Not that anyone who doesn't know you personally would know it at that size. You let know the king's magic protect you. I bet they find it hard to believe your face was on the top 20 now. You can kind of make out Rella? Oh.
Yep.
Now what am I to do?
Hey.
Well met, eh? I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've gone too far.
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
You know, I feel like they're going to kind of build this guy up as the new party member, but he's not the new party member.
The divine relics.
Because you can tell he's hot
faith.
under there.
More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
What are you, fucking stupid?
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure.
Yeah.
The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
Cool.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? It is a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? No ship would carry you there, among the first of many reasons. Even so, it's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
No. This is a fantasy. I will not face reality.
Sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ourselves.
Hell yeah, brother.
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Yeah.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you?
No.
You do whatever makes sense to you, Del.
No, don't do that.
You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Yeah, I'm trying to make every dish, yeah.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail
What
now?
did you even do?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmyland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Ontario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Are you serious?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're
Are you
along for
fucking
the ride,
serious?
Especially since you're bound for some remote.
They're
wild
actually
island.
coming?
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They suspect our bullshit, obviously. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go check out on the family. I'll be right back.
Let's go. go. Let's go.
Shadow, I'm sorry. I failed you. I can't piss any harder. How'd you know? How'd you know? They still suspect us because the Blowjob brothers are suspicious.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladell incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
The young chief, Edeni, the young chief of the Mustari village on Virga, rare progressive among the Mustari, left the island to participate in the Tournament of the Throne in order to shed light on the island's customs and treatment of the tribe. However, disappointed by the theocracy's crushing dominance as spearheaded by Forden, as well as his own powerlessness in the face of it, he decides to withdraw.
All right, then.
So wait, is this it? We're just leaving? We're just fucking leaving?
Ready to depart?
Hold on. Okay,
Now
yeah. Okay. Let's go buy Juna a real weapon, huh?
Well met, eh? Now what am I to do?
Oh, dude, this sucks. I can't cash in my bullshit.
Wonderful.
Why not wait for the next town? Let's find out. Yeah, it's only 42. That's good. That's fine. Alright. Guys, I am going to save here, and then I'm going to call it early. Today has been a long day. A long day. And you know what? I'm just gonna fucking just chill the fuck out. It's 20% off, dude. It's 20% off every day because me and Brigitte are chill. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go hang out with the wife and the baby, and I'm gonna fucking read about D&D and stress myself out. Next upcoming story dungeon has a great grinding area. Lit. I might not get to that next stream. I tell you what, though. I'm real excited about Virga Island. I'm real excited about Virga Island. You want me to pull back the curtain a little bit? I don't know anything about Virga Island. But what I do know is that when I was doing the video for Atlus, there's a gigantic, bold texted fucking line that says, "Do not include anything about Virga Island in your video." So I don't know what that fucking means, but I know that that's the fucking pop-off zone. It's probably, you know what? It's probably nothing. It's probably, it's probably nothing. Hey, Disco sub says Blarg subscription. Thanks, Disco. Captain Podoc sub says, hey, Pat, so where's Jimmy Carter in the Ruley rankings? Can he beat Lewis? Jimmy, just let Jimmy Carter die. Just let him die. Unhook whatever orphan you got hooked up to his shit in the background. Oh, my God. Invisibliss and Ryo sub. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Mr. Boris Makarov, 92 months of subscription. I don't think you've missed even one. Thanks, man. Not sure if it's been said, but one of the things I appreciate about this game is that if you're hit in the overworld by a low-level monster, you take damage, and you don't just wait time with some low-level ambush. I totally agree. It's awesome. And Geo the Game kicked in $10. Thanks, man. What's up, Pat? Someone posted that lawsuit exhibit video Data East sent out to Game Fan Magazine subscribers on YouTube. I remember that lawsuit being mentioned a few times on the podcast. Yeah, they lost that lawsuit. And the Lucha Verde sub. Thanks, Lucha Verde. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to go eat some mac and cheese and read about D&D on the D&D Beyond app. I'm on... I did declare... Where am I at? I think I'm about to read about Fighter. They got a Jedi class now. Oh, Kinetic Master, whatever. That's a motherfucking Jedi. Y'all put Jedis in your D&D. That's a fun way to actually... Like, I think it's interesting that the 2024 rulebook has 4 subclasses each for now. And all of them are normal, pretty normal, weird, really weird. Like every single one. Anyway, I'm out. Bye.